I don't know what actually kind of spurred it on, but I just kind of felt this connection to skating and just loved it. It was just so much fun, and I guess it's probably that aspect that it's not a team sport.
There's no one telling you what to do. There's no like set times. You can just go out and do when you want, how you want to.
No one really isn't your friend when you're skateboarding. It's kind of you're all interested in the same thing and you're all wanting to learn new tricks and have fun together.
Once you're a skater, it's kind of in your blood to look at things and think about how you're going to skate it. You know, growing up in Tassie, it was in the 90s, you know, skating wasn't big and there was probably a handful of skaters throughout Hobart, and it was that kind of common bond that brought people together, and I think that's one of the special things about skating, is that it doesn't matter where you come from or how much money you've got or whatever. If you're skating, we're all skating and we're mates, so it's not necessarily about being the best skater or you know, the gnarliest dude, but just having fun and enjoying it and being a part of the scene. I mean, we've had a bucket load of gnarly things go down at Riverslide, and you know, that's from gnarly tricks to gnarly injuries to gnarly situations. But
there's always that feud with like pedestrians who like get angry at skateboarders, and like it's more of a fact that like people who don't agree with skateboarding, like,
because, you know, they think we're young misfits who, you know, are just in the streets and causing trouble, and you know, we should be, you know, in school or, you know, doing other things.
And like they're kind of restricting that freedom or like creativity that they're trying to express through skateboarding.
one of my gnarliest experiences would be during one of the major demonstrations that we had here with the DC team, when Chris Cole was trying to do the hurricane down the big rail, and there was, you know, probably 300 plus people on the course crowding around the big rail and just slowly creeping in. Chris was trying to do his trick, and you know, it was myself and another guy that were out there trying to manage that crowd. And you can feel pretty overwhelmed in those kind of situations, so that was definitely gnarly at the time, but you know, the next day when it's on the front page of the Berwick's website and you're kind of in the photo and you're like, yeah, that was pretty rad. Just, you know, in hindsight, it's always good to look back on and go, wow, that was pretty crazy.
Similar to the whole issue around graffiti, as in there's areas like AC/DC Lane and CBD where it's legal and accepted to do there, but if it's done elsewhere, it's considered a crime. Like, skateboarding is just, it's so creative in itself that when it's done in a competitive environment where people are watching for the enjoyment and people are competing against each other, it's considered a sport. But then when the same thing is being done in like the city at any spot, it's then considered a menacing thing or unaccepted amongst citizens.
You know, where would I be if I wasn't skating? I don't know, but you know, the opportunities that is presented to me, and that's why I love working at the skate park, and I love being a part of skating, and I like sharing my skating experiences with other people, and if that can inspire kids to get into skating or even just inspires them to try it, then I think that's a good thing.
feel nothing. Oh, I feel nothing.